Hi, welcome back for another video, and today we are going to make shakshuka. Shakshuka, it's a Middle Eastern dish that they're saying the origin of it was in North Africa, which is Tunis and Morocco, and also from Libya. However, this dish became very popular in Israel. And today I will teach you just the classical one that I think it's a delicious dish, and then we'll talk about variations. But what the ingredients that we'll need for it? We'll need tomatoes, that one I'm going to show you example how we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it very simple to squares and big chunks like that. Jalapenos that we slice. We're going to need garlic, canola oil, eggs, salt, peppers, pepper flakes, hot paprika, and sweet paprika. Let's get started. So what I'm going to do, I warmed up the pan already. I'll put some olive oil. Now, I mean, some people put more oil than that. I don't like to. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the jalapenos cook a little bit. Wow, it's a strong jalapenos. That's good. Just let it brown a little bit. So, another variations of doing the shakshuka is people can add a little bit sausage to it. It will give more flavors, and this is the time that you put it on and brown it a little bit, and then everything else you do the same. But you really can play with it. You can change the sausage, you can put shrimps if you want, or you can put bacons in it, or anything that you wish to do. But what I'm going to do today is just a classical one. So at this point what I do, don't be shy with the garlic. I put at least 4 or 5 cloves with garlic that I chopped, and I always keep it for about a minute just to develop the flavors. You don't want to burn it, but you want it to get the flavors out. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to put the tomatoes right out. And what I'm going to do now, start to put the spices. I'm going to put a little bit, a spoon of sweet paprika. Now you can make it as spicy or not spicy as you want. Now this is a very hot spice that I received from a friend from Hungary. So I'm going to put just a very little of it because it's really very hot spice. So I put about half a teaspoon. And then I'm going to put a little bit pepper flakes. Also, a teaspoon here, don't be shy. It's going to be a spicy dish. The trick is when you put everything at this point, don't touch anything. Just leave it the way it is. Of course, we're going to put some salt and a little bit black pepper. And just let it sit. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so what we did, we've been cooking it for the last 3 or 4 minutes, and now we can start to mix it a little bit, and we still need to let it cook. So it's not yet where we want it to be, and just be patient with it. It takes a little time, but it's worth it. So again, okay, after about 5 to 10 minutes, you can see that the tomatoes and the peppers and everything kind of being cooked nicely. And the next step, what we're going to do, we're going to put the eggs in. So I'm going to have 4 eggs. I'm going to make space for 4 eggs. And I'll put them in. As you see. last one. Just let it cook. Now, some people, what they do, they add red peppers to that and onions. You can do that. I don't do it. I keep it very classical, and I like it that way. But just in the end, we'll do some parsley. Actually, let me cut the parsley right now. We put a little bit of parsley in it in the end. As I said, you have many variations to that dish. The other thing you can do it is you can do it completely without any tomatoes. You can do it only with with greens and eggs and feta cheese and ricotta cheese, and it's delicious. What some people do with this one, when you finish, they put some sprinkle a little bit of Greek cheese into it or Bulgarian cheese into it. That's another way of doing it. So just be patient, let it cook slowly, and almost ready. You know what? Want her to put a little bit peppers into it, just on the egg, just a little bit. I like the taste of it. You just let it cook until the eggs is cooked to your liking. Some like it more runny, some like it less runny. I like it to be a little bit cooked. So, video in a minute, and we'll show you the finished product.
Again.
So after a few minutes of letting it cook with the eggs, what I do is decorate it with a little bit parsley. You don't have to do it, but it gives another flavor to the dish. And then we're ready to serve it, which what I do, I serve it on the pan with very good quality pita bread. And this is the dish. Salute.